And this is 36, the podcast. Podcast. 36, the podcast. And this is 36, the podcast.
What's up, Fairbanks? What's up, Fairbanks, North Star Borough? My name is Tilden,
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Brandon.
and this is 36 the Podcast. On today's episode, we sit down with Sergeant First Class Alexis T. James, the Innovations NCOIC for the 11th Airborne Division. From solving real-world soldier challenges to pushing the boundaries of how the Army adapts to extreme environments like Alaska, Sergeant First Class James is at the forefront of change. We dive into what innovation really looks like inside the military, how ideas go from concept to execution, and why creative thinking is more critical now than ever. Whether you're in uniform or not, this conversation offers a fresh perspective on leadership, problem solving, and staying ahead in a rapidly evolving world. Sergeant First Class James, welcome to 36 the Podcast.
Thank you guys for having me again.
All righty, so we're going to try this again.
Yes.
We had some technical difficulties last go around, and hopefully we got them all resolved here. And we're going to get into this interview that's long overdue. However, before we get into the meat and potatoes, as we do always, we're going to actually do a taste test of today's cask. And so we're going to zoom down here. Oh, okay, there's only, oops. So we're gonna zoom down here. And so today we're doing a New England IPA. It's conditioned on 5 pounds of fresh strawberries. And any IPA conditioned on 5 pounds. Not 3, not 1, not 4, but 5 pounds
5 pounds of strawberries?
of strawberries.
Does it smell like strawberry?
Oh, so
Smelled it.
let's give this
yeah.
a sippy sip.
Smell
You can, I can go
it? A little bit.
Yeah, I
little
can
bit.
smell it. No.
Okay, you can taste the strawberries.
Oh, yeah.
You can taste the strawberries, and then mixed with that hoppiness that the IPA is known for.
The New England
I
IPA
think
is not that
I think that's a pretty good. So I think this is a pretty good cask right here. What do you think, Brandon?
So, I'm an IPA guy.
Yep.
You know that, right?
Yep.
New England's a hazy. I stay away from those most of the time. But this one, it's like the strawberries kind of take the bite off of the hazy.
Yeah.
And really contribute to it. It's really good. You can taste the strawberries like,
Okay.
a lot. So
Okay.
it's good.
All right, Jeff, what you got?
I probably shouldn't have had a taste of the regular IPA first, but you can definitely taste the strawberries.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Good deal.
I think 4 pounds of strawberries instead of 5.
Okay. All right. So, what are you guys thinking? Okay. So overall, do you think this is a good tap today?
I think this is very comparable to the dragon fruit Kolsch,
Okay.
which is my favorite so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
up
that
there
was
with
good.
Yeah. Exactly.
it.
Okay.
It's really good.
All right, good deal. All right, so on that note, kudos to Bobby and the mad scientist in the back. Once again, if you guys have a chance to get down here, hopefully you do, because by the time you guys view this episode, Saturday will have passed, and so this casket will have been long gone. But hopefully you guys got a chance to get down here today while you're out and about enjoying today's Golden Days festivities in the Fairbanks area. So on that note,
You're at a festival?
Speaking of Bobby, the mad scientist, this beer was on Bobby and the Hoodoo crew who were down at the Golden Days parade today. I actually bad decision number 1 today.
yeah.
I walked from downtown to here with my mug, but I saw them and I was like, yeah, and they put a beer chip in my mug. So this beer's on them.
Oh,
And that's freaking awesome.
all right, good deal, good deal. So they're down there handing out beer chips at the parade.
Well, they were.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, parade's over. But bad decision number 2,
Yeah.
I left my truck, my
Oh,
work truck with the new shirt you made me
Oh.
at my buddy's house. But I am wearing this Cousin Curtis shirt.
Yes.
If y'all don't know, I think it's August 15th at 7:30 p.m. Cousin Curtis after hours.
Yep.
You can buy your tickets here on Hoodoo, or you can buy them online.
Okay.
So,
All right. Then. You know, though, so I've been to the Cousin Curtis concert 2 years in a row. I'm going to probably make it 3 years in a row because they always do a good, they always put on a good show when they come to town.
fantastic show.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, man. The crowd is just rocking with them, man, and they've got everybody up and just clapping and stomping. So it's a good time. So if you guys get a chance to come out, if you've never experienced a Cousin Curtis concert, please do so. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. All right. So on that note, Sergeant First Class James, are you ready?
Oh yes, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So for people who may not know what exactly does an Innovations NCOIC do in the 11th Airborne Division, and what does a typical day look like for you?
So typical day. I wish there was a typical like singular type of day. Depending on what type of projects we're working on.
Yep.
We are either out with the University of Alaska Fairbanks, or we are out in different testing areas, ranges.
Yep.
Also taking a look at some of the battalions that we work with, checking in on them, seeing if there's anything that they need for us, like that we can make for them. And then also just curating new projects and making sure that all of the ideas that the soldiers have are getting sent up, getting worked on, getting looked at.
Okay.
So you guys take a lot of input from the soldiers
We do.
and take those ideas and try to.
Yes, absolutely. So some of them are more than just equipment ideas. Some of them are like, hey, let's train this type of way ideas. So like tactics and stuff. But we make sure that they all have an opportunity to speak on what it is they would like to see.
That's
Right.
good.
So, so how do you encourage soldiers, especially junior enlisted,
Mhm.
to bring forward new ideas without fear of being shut down?
Absolutely. Right. So we have a soldier platform that allows any of our soldiers to snap a picture of a QR code and tell us about their idea. That way, nobody is left in the dark. Everybody gets a voice. Everybody gets heard. So through the portal, we can also look at kind of where their idea aligns with, but it also lets us know if, potentially we're already working on a project and they're bringing something forward. It gives us a chance to tell them, like, hey, we received your submission. We are currently working on something that's going to solve that issue. That way they know that, they at least got heard and that we're not brushing them off.
Right. Okay.
All right. So, what separates a good idea from one that actually gets implemented in the Army?
So, one of the great things about the 11th Airborne Division is we do have a unique problem set from other duty stations, right? You can go outside in the desert and sleep outside and be relatively okay if you're under shade. We can't do that,
Not here.
Yeah, no, not here.
Sucks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, especially in December.
We can't do that out here. So implementation definitely is defined by what unit it is going towards. Right. So some of the products that 11th Airborne Division is working on is not going to be an Army-wide implemented product or tactic or technique. It's solely suited for the units that we have here on ground. And when it comes to like larger products, like vehicle systems that we use, it goes through a lot of different testing, a lot of different evaluation to ensure that this is the route that the military wants to go.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm sure you don't always have a successful campaign. All right. So have you ever had an idea that completely fail? And what did you learn from it, if so?
As far as an idea that completely failed, I would say that we have not had ideas that have completely failed. However, we have had ideas that juice was not worth the squeeze.
Okay.
if that makes sense.
No, that
right?
totally makes sense.
Yeah. So I mean, there's tons of different products and ideas out there that we could potentially use.
Yep.
But we're looking at a large scale.
Okay.
So it's not, you know, this one squad is going to use this product. If it's not going to be beneficial for, you know, a larger group of people, then it's not going to be, you know, worth putting all the money, the time, and the effort to get it out there.
So is there like, sorry, I used to work at a gold mine. And is there like a moment where it's like the cost outweighs the benefit? Is that why some of these ideas would maybe not make it, or?
So yes and no. Some of it does depend on cost because we are working with other businesses and different companies.
Sure.
We have a lot of different rules when it comes to, you know, what equipment we can buy,
Right.
what we're allowed to utilize.
Can't be made in China.
Yes, exactly. So like there's a lot of different rules that we have when it comes to procuring equipment, but there are times where we can do standard off the shelf buying. So we can buy bits and pieces from, you know, Ace Hardware, put things together and be like, here, you guys can use this for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That answers my question.
Yeah.
That was a segue question, by the way.
Yeah.
Technology is evolving fast. AI, drones, automation. What excites you most about the future of military innovation?
Let's see. What excites me most about innovation in the military is contested logistics. And that's because I have a logistics background myself. And so getting supplies, getting equipment, getting those things out to the front lines, like that is one of the most important things that we can do. And so we've come up with different ways to this. We're still working on it.
Yep.
And I mean, we're trying absolutely everything that we can to see what's going to work best. And kind of like I said before, you know, with the snow, the freezing temperatures, we have a whole different problem set than what other people might have when it
Right.
comes to logistics.
Okay. So how often do you have to tell a soldier, you know, like you got a soldier, he comes in, he thinks he's got the greatest idea since sliced bread. So how many times do you have to tell a soldier no? Or
So
like does that happen a lot?
That's a good question.
I usually refrain, even in my marriage, I refrain from saying the word no. I've learned that, right?
Okay.
Entertain every idea.
So you don't have a
No.
dog.
The best way to do it is just you redirect the conversation, right?
Okay.
I had someone come up and say, you know, that the Army's not looking at this and this. So they were talking about like water purification, right? They were like, the Army's not working on water purification. They need to do this. And I'm like, well, we actually have, you know, a few meetings set up with people who are giving us water purification equipment to try out. So I'm not necessarily telling them like, no, I don't like your idea. We're not going to talk about it. But
Redirecting.
I'm letting you know we are already working on something like that.
Yeah.
I want to say that the water purification is more done by the Navy and the Air Force, and the Army just buys whatever they come up with.
Maybe other locations, possibly. But we do have our own water treatment specialists
Yeah.
in the Army.
Yeah,
So
but-
we have our own water treatment people. But now we have to think about not only water purification, but making sure it doesn't freeze. So now we're looking at, once again, a whole different problem set for how we're going to, you know, survive.
Got you.
Yeah.
What role does creativity play in your job, and how do you personally stay creative in a structured environment like the Army?
Creativity is one of the most important aspects of this job. Being able to find ideas from different areas is going to be one of the most beneficial things you can do, right? So if I'm looking at a howitzer platform, right? Big gun, shooting a
Artillery.
big gun.
Yeah, artillery.
Shooting a big gun, right?
I've never been
Artillery.
Army. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
So I'm sitting in
Just say a big gun next time.
big gun that you keep on the ground, right? And so we're talking about this, and I'm not artillery, right? So you might be thinking like, well, why am I going to be in the meeting? What am I going to bring to the meeting? Okay, but we were looking at ways to kind of like either put a sled on it or make it more mobile, in the Arctic,
Mhm.
right? And so what I thought of, which is just an idea, but it came from completely out of left field, right? Is have you ever, I know you guys have mown your lawn before,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And a lot of them have the levers on the side where you can adjust the height
Mhm.
up and down.
Yep.
So it's the same concept of that lever that allows the tires to come up and the skis to go down. And then you can reverse it like this. So that way you can have tires and skis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's
But-
actually a really good idea.
Something like that, right? If I would have never gone into this meeting, I wouldn't have been able to come up with that idea or to correlate the two.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so
Now is that something that you guys actually implemented?
Not yet. We're still working through a lot of different
Okay.
ideas and designs.
All right.
Something that big, it takes not me to do.
It
you
would
know.
better to have the skis drop down instead of the tires come up. Just
Absolutely.
because it comes
Yeah, like
comes to
skis
tires
drop
from the
down.
factory. You want something where the skis drop down
Absolutely.
and bolt on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, but those different ideas that are coming from like way out of left field, completely different things that don't even like match up to it. But
Okay.
it's the mechanism itself of how the lawnmower lowers that you can apply to something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's super important to bring creativity when you're coming up with these new ideas.
Got you. Okay. Okay. So how do you balance mission readiness with experimentation and trying new things?
Oh, that is a great question, right? Because training is our number one priority,
Mhm.
right? We have to make sure that we know what we're doing out there.
Yes. Exactly.
And so we do get a lot of different experiments, and there comes a time where we need to make sure that this does work out when we're doing our exercises,
Mhm.
right? We have our yearly event, which is our JPMRC, and we have different nations. They come, we all train together. And so we do implement some of our experimentations in there.
Okay.
And so during that time frame, we get to see if this equipment really does work.
Okay.
Not only that, we do partner with some cold weather testing areas.
Okay.
And so we're able to test the equipment to see if it'll even stand up in those degrees before we bring it out to the soldiers.
Right. Now, so are you guys, so is JPMRC, is that the test bed for your ideas, or do you work to try to get everything perfected prior to a JPMRC rotation?
We try to get, so JPMRC is not the only like end all be all training event that we have. We do have other ones spread out throughout the year,
Right,
but
right,
we're,
yeah,
we're mostly worried about like, is it going to survive?
Right.
So we do have lead up training events, and we try to get the equipment, we try to validate that's going to work as best as we can
Yeah.
and before we get it out there.
Okay. All right.
So, what's something civilians would be surprised to learn about how innovation actually happens inside the Army that doesn't involve explosions?
That doesn't involve explosions. I like that.
So we have our own like lab testing facility where we can 3D print, we can solder, we can put electrical pieces together.
Really?
We have like carpentry tools, CNC routers, plasma cutters, all of these different things, so that way we can get as close to a prototype or an idea for someone without having to reach out to other people.
So, okay. So have you ever seen Batman Begins?
Who hasn't?
Well, I don't know. I'm asking her. I don't know.
No, I have not.
No?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
is
so
it the first
she's
one?
young.
Is it not
Okay,
the first
so-
one?
It's
It's
not
Batman.
the first one.
Okay, so
It's the fourth
Alfred,
one.
right?
like-
So Alfred, he was responsible for all of Batman's innovations, and
Okay.
so Batman,
No.
and so
Lex.
so it was Bruce Wayne,
No, the guy responsible for the innovations was
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman's character, which is not Alfred.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
James, or not?
Okay. I
Was
forgot.
British
So I forgot the name of Morgan
know
Freeman's
their-
character. But anyways, so
I'm a-
Batman, Bruce Wayne had asked Morgan Freeman's character to create stuff for him to go spelunking around
Cave diving.
Gotham City. All right. So when you said that, and you
Mhm.
have a lab full of solderers, and
Yeah.
I immediately thought of you guys
Mhm.
help the soldiers go spelunking.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
the character is
we're
Lucius
modern day
Fox.
Batman.
So Lucius Fox?
Yeah,
Ah, okay. Okay, there we go. There we go.
cursed by memory. Anyway,
Yeah.
the reason I said the whole without explosions is because the fix to everything is more boom.
Oh, we're putting that in there too. So
More boom.
if you hear some
Everybody
noises
have more
coming
boom.
from Fort Wainwright, it's
There's noises in the trees. Let us send some artillery there.
absolutely.
The noises are still there. We're still hearing noises. Let's send more artillery. The noises have stopped.
The noises have stopped.
Oh, that was,
So, as a senior NCO, how do you mentor others to think differently and challenge the status quo?
I've never been a fan of giving someone the answer, but I will
Okay.
feed small bits of information until you get to the answer yourself.
Okay.
That's a very good
All right.
word for
Yeah.
strategy.
strategy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you the direct answer like, hey, it's this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, however, I can tell you, like, you know, if we have the same do outs every single week, right? Now, what do you think you should do before those do outs?
Yeah.
You know, just
Right.
kind of so that way they can start thinking about the process themselves.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good way to do that.
Hey.
Yeah, it is. It is. So that's a good piece of advice right there. It's a good way to handle business.
Mhm.
Okay, so so what's one piece of advice you'd give to a young soldier who wants to get involved with innovations or problem-solving roles?
So, as far as innovations and problem solving roles go, anybody is allowed to come and work in our lab. Any
really?
soldier can come, and if they have an idea, we're going to help them. That's what we do.
Yeah.
As long as they have the okay from their command team, because
Yeah.
we're not saying you can just come whenever you want
Sure.
to. Like, you know, you have to have permission. But on your
You gotta
off
tell the
time,
boss.
yeah, if it's like lunchtime and we're in the lab, by all means, come by.
Mhm.
Say you have an idea and you're not ready to put it out yet.
And
'cause
so you guys are 1155
Building.
what do you mean 11:55?
building.
Oh, no. 1557.
Oh, so you're not in the headquarters building.
No. 1555
Oh.
is right across the street from us.
Oh, okay, yeah,
We're
yeah,
in
yeah.
Hangar 1.
Okay.
11
Oh,
to
you guys in Hangar
70.
One?
Yeah, we're in
Look
Hangar
here,
One.
and
We're
you know,
across the street from you guys.
yeah. This is a segue right here. Now, this is a segue right here. This is a segue
Okay.
because I segue a lot. Well, I haven't segued. This is my first segue.
Okay.
Hangar One is the most renovated building in the world, so they're renovating it again.
Hmm.
Okay, what are they doing to it now?
I mean, we're so on the
So-
right side, we do have the H2F department.
Yeah.
They have their workout equipment. We have a track in there. They have
Okay, now so
treadmills.
since they're putting that new field house in, are they going to? Is that going to go away? That PT track in
H2F
there?
is supposed to leave that area within the next few years.
Okay.
It's going to take a while, but once that happens, we're going to try to utilize that area for innovations.
So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
my question about Hangar 1, when I first got up here, that was where I was stationed.
Mhm.
Do they still have the moving doors inside?
What do you mean
The
inside?
moving doors
Yeah,
inside.
basically they had moving doors inside, so you could cut off half the hangar.
Yeah, it's half cut up.
Yeah,
And
because
when I got up here, we weren't allowed to move the doors because if we did, the roof would cave in.
So
No,
it is,
yeah.
the doors are still there. Your right side is H2F, and your left side is our flight simulators.
Mhm.
So there's a whole bunch of equipment on the left side for pilots.
They've really renovated since it's got Hangar 4.
Getting
um,
quite a bit.
Y'all are talking about back rooms now.
No, Hangar 4 was where they moved us from Hangar 1 to, and they made the mistake when they were doing the whole walkthrough for acceptance of taking officers instead of NCOs, which is why they decided to put one of the flight companies and all the and most of the ground companies in one arms room, and they gave the one that was meant for flight companies only
Mhm.
was one flight company and Foxtrot company
Huh.
because the commanders didn't get along or something. And they decided, we don't want hydraulics being in this building or this room designed for. We're going to move to this building, a room over here, because it's more convenient for us or some bullshit.
Yeah, no, they're going to be getting a lot more people at Fort Wainwright. So
yeah.
we've got more units coming up here. There's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot of people.
Yes.
So if you're in the house renting business, let me tell you what, you're about to make some money.
Yeah, so it's going to be a renter's or a seller's market here pretty soon.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah. So if you're thinking about leaving or selling your house or building rental property, you better get busy.
Absolutely.
and an unmarried soldier's nightmare.
Oh. Yeah, we need more barrack space.
No, they need to utilize. They need to So, I was there when we started to decide. Oh, we've got all these people that aren't in the barrack. We need to use like 97% of our barracks before we let people get exception policy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem is, I was putting my soldiers into infantry units barracks, 1001.
Oh, 1001.
It's like, okay, these kids don't have cars.
The
There's
infamous
there's
1001.
nowhere to eat on that side of the post.
Oh, we have places to eat there now.
Oh,
And we have shuttles.
we're
growing.
The shuttles
We're growing.
didn't work.
We're growing now.
But it's a case of, my unit, we had 97% barracks utilization to start
Mhm.
with. It was the infantry units all that didn't. So they should have given us
Mhm.
the ability to let NCOs go off post first instead of having all the units get to that level.
Yeah.
Because I
see
had
that.
guys that were scattered all over creation. And how do you get a barracks cleaning schedule when nobody on that floor in the same unit
That is rough.
or even in the same company? It's
Yeah.
not possible.
Yeah, the cleaning schedules do get rough.
All right, so on you, sir.
I was gonna say, Jeff, is there a question in there?
I don't think
No,
there was.
no.
There was no question.
No,
Okay, though.
I was like, what does that have to do with innovations?
I'm just remembering my frustrations from
It's
earlier.
like that's not an innovations question.
It's okay.
So let's see. On a personal level, what motivates you to keep your pushing boundaries and improving systems?
What motivates me to keep pushing boundaries and improving systems? I would say that I've been in a lot of different units where, for instance, we actually stood up 4 ARB out of Fort Carson. We were a brand new unit. We started with about like 30 to 40 people, like our battalion. And then we had to build up from the ground up our systems, our processes, how we were going to do things. And being able to start that early on made everything else flow so much easier, right? So before everyone came in, we already had set, this is how we're going to do things, this is how we're going to operate. And it really made that well-oiled machine of just, hey, this is what the standard is. You know what I mean? So going into different units and seeing areas where things can be improved, it makes anyone who is affected by that system, it makes their lives easier, right? So let's say it's something as simple as like a soldier wants to go on leave, right? They came out with a new system. It's online. Soldier types in the stuff and it gets sent up,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
However, right, what they didn't do in the system was allow their leadership to be able to look at that. So now you had a soldier who was going straight from like, I just want to put in leave, and none of their NCOs knew about it.
Okay.
So now you have to come up with a system so that way everybody's tracking, like everybody's in the know-how, and we don't have someone leaving for 3 weeks in the middle of a field event, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So being able to implement that, being able to change that, just makes it easier at each level going up.
Right. Right.
So that's the biggest reason why I want to help assist in just creating better systems and better ways of doing things.
Okay. Now, so you've been here on Fort Wayne for how long?
About 3 years.
Okay. So you know how they say, like, during a presidency, like the current president. So like all the stuff that the current president implements, it usually doesn't start taking place until the next president or that second term, if that president's reelected. You being here for 3 years, have you begun to see the fruits of your labor, or like how instantaneous is it for the stuff that you've done since you first started?
So I would say, luckily, we have some really amazing and smart soldiers out there who they have already been innovating new things, new ideas, new techniques, right? But they've been doing it on their own.
Really?
Yes. So when it comes to sleeping out in the Arctic, right? there are tricks, there are tips, there are tons of things that they've been doing that help.
Mm-hmm.
And so the innovations lab is more so it is an add-on and a hub to make those like quick fixes come to life.
Okay.
Right. So we did do this thing where like you take a thermos, the Nalgene bottles, plastic ones, we fill it with boiling water. You screw it on tight, but you put it in the bottom of your sleeping bag, and it keeps your feet warm at night.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So those are the techniques that they've been doing, right?
Yeah.
And so now we're getting to the point to where, so okay, well, why are you doing that? Now the sleeping bag is cold; it's not
Yeah.
providing enough heat. It's like, okay, innovations is coming in, right? We're gonna work with different partners, and we're gonna get you a better sleeping bag.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna get you something that works better for you,
All right.
I
right?
hate to say it, but putting boiling water is something that's kind of been around for like 100 years.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, but it's like it's a technique that we've always done because it works, right? But let's work on getting you a sleeping bag that provides enough warmth for you.
Mhm.
You know, there's gonna be times where you can't get the boiling water, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
and then
true.
where are you?
True.
You know,
True. Okay.
You gotta call somebody like me.
absolutely.
From what I remember is
I'm gonna have
I make
you.
heat.
I'm gonna have you set up heat in my tent next time I go out. So just expect a phone
Just
call.
let me know when.
Yeah.
see, I remember doing like
So-
winter field exercise. You know, when you start out, like in Korea, we had the salamanders for heaters.
What is that?
Huh?
What's a salamander?
Salamander. You go to a construction site, you see this little like diesel-powered jet engine.
They're almond.
Okay.
heaters.
Like a jackery?
Almond heaters. ALMA.
Yeah, it's basically a
Talk
jet
behind
engine.
heaters,
blowing hot air.
Fire.
Mm.
So
put heat out.
when we got in our tents that night, we had that thing going,
I know what it's talking about.
and we're all like,
I know you
we've got
know.
all three parts of the sleep system there. You know, the outer bag, the inner bag. I took the bivy sack too,
Mhm.
and at the start of the night, I'm just like everything's open. I'm like this. It's like,
Mm.
and then someone forgot to put fuel in the heater.
Yep.
And I'm just like zipping everything up.
And no one goes out to put fuel in the heater. Everyone just stays in the tent cold,
Well,
right?
Be the motherfucker that went out and put the fuel. My ass wants to be warm.
Yeah, to be fair,
Exactly.
to be fair,
Exactly.
yeah, to be fair, we also almost all died of carbon monoxide poisoning because
That's your own.
it
Yeah.
was tripping the sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The damn fire guard wasn't doing his
Yeah,
job.
but here we had the pot bellies.
You guys still have fire guards, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. All
yeah,
right.
it's the pot bellies job.
Mhm.
But anyway, the pot bellies, those things
Yeah.
are awesome.
They do work really well.
Especially because, you know, in the morning you like just put some water in your canteen cup, set it on the pot belly,
Let it heat up.
wait a few minutes, and then you're ready to shave.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I've
Oh, we
noticed
don't shave out in the field. Not
No,
anymore.
they expect you to.
No, not anymore. We have an Arctic to prevent frostbite
Hell
and getting
yeah.
water in
I
your
was gonna
face.
say,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
noticed an active guy's got
Like a
a full-on
baklava.
beard now.
No, yeah, you can't. They don't shave in the winter anymore when you're on the field.
Oh, because of protection face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could
Yeah.
go here and I can't.
Me either.
Terrible.
I
wish
tried
could have done it
once.
when I was there.
All right. Now, so who's it on now? I think it's you, Brandon. Right? You gonna take us out?
I've been trying to ask this question for like 10 years. Fuck up.
It's all good, sir.
Looking ahead, what kind of impact do you hope your work leaves on the Army or even beyond that?
I hope that people aren't afraid to ask questions about things, right?
That's good.
There's a good way to ask a question, and then there's a not good way to ask a question. And there's a
Wait,
respectful
hold
way
on,
to ask a
hold
question.
on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think there's a bad way to ask this question at all.
Okay.
I mean, thinking about it, I've worked with some people who kind of, they may not know exactly what's going on, but there is no bad question.
No,
Just
no,
bad
not.
answers.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying the question being bad. I'm saying
Oh.
how you ask it.
Oh, how? Okay.
How you ask it, right?
I
Like,
won't-
just if someone comes up and they're like, "This is ridiculous. Why doesn't it make sense? Like, I don't get why it's not working." I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about this. You know what I mean? It could be more of like, I don't understand what effect this is supposed to have. Could you walk me through how it's supposed to work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Sorry,
I got
sorry
you.
for my interruption. I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I would be saying don't be afraid to question respectfully, right?
Yeah.
The systems, and if you have an idea, just bring it up.
All right, so this ends the official portion of the podcast. And so here's the thing though.
What's the thing, Tilden?
So Sergeant First Class Alexis James being a soldier on Fort Wainwright and myself being a Department of the Army civilian assigned to Fort Wainwright, before we could have her on the show, we had to get these questions vetted. The second half of the show, we usually come back and we usually segue and we freestyle, right? Freestyle. But
Whatever.
the questions have not been vetted, so I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Will we, there, Sergeant First
Which
Class James? Like our freestyle questions, like if we just throw questions at you because they haven't been vetted, I don't know.
If it doesn't pertain to the military, I mean,
So you
what does
want?
that matter?
Okay, well, okay, so
All right.
You
so,
know what? Instead of saying like no to the question, I will politely redirect the answer.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little quick break. We're gonna refill our drinks, and we're gonna come back for part 2, and we're gonna segue a little bit. Questions that came up during the interview, and we're gonna ask, or attempt to ask, and if she answers, she answers. If she doesn't, she doesn't. And we're not the one to break regulations and do stuff that's gonna get either of us in trouble with our commands. So we'll be right back. What's up, Fairbanks, North Star Borough? Welcome back for our second half. This is our freestyle segue portion, where we're gonna just ask a few questions that came up during the course of the interview that weren't on the official. If Sergeant First Class James deems that they are within the scope of her duties, then she will be able to answer them. Because we don't want no smoke from affairs. We don't want no smoke from public affairs.
Don't want any.
All right, so but prior to doing that though, let's talk about social medias for 3060 Podcast. You can find us on your usual suspects. For voice, if you want to listen to this podcast while you're going to work in your car, Spotify, Apple, Pandora, and there's a few more for the audio portion.
Facebook is still broken.
What's that?
Facebook is still broken. I'm trying to fix it.
Well, okay, so we haven't got to that part yet. If you're watching the video and you prefer to take in your podcast via video, you know, of course, that you're going to be able to find us on YouTube. And whenever there's a new episode, as long as you have liked and subscribed, you're going to get a little ding whenever we post an episode. So for all you subscribers out there, thank you guys. And you will have gotten a ding for this episode right here. We're also on Facebook as well.
Well,
All right.
no, it's broken. It's broken right now. We're
Well-
trying to get it back on.
Okay, so Facebook is a little bit broken right now. But Brandon, he's the guy who's responsible for keeping Facebook up to date. So I don't know. So how up to date is Facebook?
I have not gotten it to work in like 4 months now.
Okay, so
I'm
we're about 4
still
months
working on it.
behind. We're about 4 months behind.
I'm actually about to start a new one.
Yes.
And then I'll just start with that.
Okay.
That's about where I'm at.
Okay, so
Speaking of subscribers, though,
yes.
I was recently talking to somebody who has a friend who's down in Arizona. She lives in Arizona. Well, she snowbirds to Arizona.
Yeah.
Anyways, this friend has a podcast as well. And I'm trying to get this girl on our podcast.
Yes.
But here's the thing. She allegedly makes $1 million a year with her podcast. Allegedly.
Oh, really?
I did not get it yet. I'm still working on it. But our friend, who her husband owns a business up here in Alaska, in Fairbanks.
What kind of
actually.
podcast does she do?
As far as I can tell,
we
she
keep our
talks
clothes
a lot.
on?
OnlyFans.
Do we keep our clothes on?
No. As far as I can tell, it talks about Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Oh,
I understand.
Swifty.
Taylor Swift. Swiftie fans.
Okay.
But I have not gotten a name.
Very good.
I have not gotten a contact. I am still working on it. But she is supposed to be up here this winter,
Yes.
probably like November or December. And I'm trying to get her on this podcast.
Oh wow. Oh,
Well, I mean,
bro.
well, because
If
like
we get her on the podcast
Well,
and
but-
then she shares her podcast, this podcast with her 1 million subscribers.
So talking to my friend who
Ooh-wee.
knows her, she's like, "Oh, she'd never be on your podcast." And I was like, "Well, no, hold on, think about it. She's on a podcast. She does a podcast. She's in Fairbanks, Alaska. How do you think that'll help her ratings?" And I mean, I'm just saying, we're trying to get more
Exactly.
people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Look forward to that. It might happen. We'll see. Maybe. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good deal. Okay, so social medias as far as the Army and the innovations team is concerned, Sergeant First Class James, are there ways to reach you guys on social medias?
We do not social media directly, but we do have email that we can be contacted at. We have a portal where businesses can come in. They can pretty much like pitch their idea almost to see if we'd be interested in them. So we do have that information available for people.
Okay, so what I'm going to do in the descriptions for this episode right here, I'm going to get that email in case you guys want to reach out. You got questions for the innovations team. I'm going to post that email in the description, and if that's okay.
I will verify.
Okay, and so she's going to vet and make sure it's okay. If it's okay, we're going to post that email. And if you have questions, you want to reach out to Sergeant First Class James and just, thank her for her service. Oh, my bad. Allow me to digress. Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your
All right. So, so it's going to be in the descriptions, guys. But having said that, Brandon, do you have any questions that came up while we were interviewing?
Throw up.
60.
Why does it sound like Stewie though?
It does sound like Stewie, doesn't it? Where's my volume? I Jesus Christ. No, silence. So I didn't, really have a question, but earlier we were talking about, like the people you talk with and the people you train and the camaraderie and everything like that. And I think Tilden even asked the question that I wanted to ask was like, has there ever been a time that you've ever said no? It sounds like what you do out there is a lot like what I did out at Fort Knox, where it's almost like a family, right? So when I speak of that, I think you said there was like 40 people that started the whole thing that you do now. I think that's what you said.
Oh no, that was a different location. It was a different, not an
But the
innovation
same
team.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So like when you get that many people in there and you try to start, you're starting it, like how does that work with like getting everybody in sync and working on the same page? You obviously, at least I think it sounds like you do a lot of the brain work, the paperwork, like you're putting it on paper. So you have people underneath you, right?
Yes.
So, sorry, underneath you.
People that we work with.
Right. People we work with, but there's boots on the ground. There's boots in the office. Are
Yes.
you in the office?
I'm everywhere.
everywhere?
I am everywhere,
Oh,
all over the
all right.
place. Just
But how does that work, though? I guess my question.
like how does my role work, or how does their
The whole
role work?
thing.
The
like,
whole
like
thing.
there's you. There's the
Mhm.
40 other people, or just
So
38?
so right now we have about I want to say we have about 12 people in our lab.
Okay, here.
Right here.
All right.
We have about like 12 people in our lab. We have people who are more focused on software aspects,
Okay.
right? And then we have people who are focused on handy technician put stuff together. You know what I mean? Type of like robotics, electronics. things
Right.
like
Right.
that.
Right. hands-on versus computers.
Yeah, but then we also have representatives from the battalions. So those representatives are kind of like our touch points with the units that are going out and trying this new equipment. So
Okay.
we do have a point of contact between those battalions as well as our group of people. And so what we do is we kind of like align a project with somebody. So like I will have a few projects that I specifically work on to make sure that they, go from start to finish. And then other people have their own projects that they work on as well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of to break it down a little bit, like you said there's 12 of you, but you help all the other people. So everybody has their own projects and you have yours that you kind of,
Yes, and then
Handle.
we also help each other, right? Like if someone else has a meeting that they're doing and it has something to do with logistics, I'll hop on so that way I can be like, hey, let's make sure we think about this and this as well because that's important,
Okay.
right? So we help each other out with the different projects, and we do regular syncs, regular meetings, just make sure everybody is tied in with what's going on.
So in my mind, so at the beginning of the day, after you guys get done with your PT and you come to the office in the morning for your sync meeting, in my mind, I picture it being like, do you watch TMZ?
No,
Well, have you ever watched the episode of TMZ?
I think I've seen like clips of TMZ.
Yeah, so there's usually clips of TMZ,
Yeah.
right? You know how they all sit around and it's like a think tank thing going
Yeah.
on and people are just
I
throwing
see
out.
what you're talking about.
So is that what goes on every day in your office? How does it 0930? Because you guys don't come to work till 9:30 now, right?
It depends. 9:30. Sometimes it will.
Yeah, not
also-
9:30.
It also depends on
like AM,
in. Yeah, AM.
7 a.m. for me.
Well,
Oh, no.
If it was nighttime, it would be 9:30. All right.
6:30.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
So-
a non-army guy.
It's okay. No. So
I get it.
You know how you watch your ass to get good.
yeah,
You get out there at 9.
You know you're not speaking on
So-
the microphone, right?
some of our meetings are earlier.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is good content, but
Sometimes we have meetings at like 8:00.
Mm-hmm.
So it really depends on what is on your schedule
Okay.
and what it is you're scheduled to do.
Okay.
So we our schedules all deviate a little bit,
Yeah.
but generally speaking, 9:30 is when like everybody is starting.
Yeah.
Probably like 9, closer to 9.
So okay, so your battle rhythm.
Mhm.
Like if you were to take leave for 30 days and I was to take your place for 30 days,
So,
you would give me your battle rhythm. Okay, so what would I do for you while you were
Uh-huh.
gone?
I would have to share my calendar with you
Yeah.
because our meetings, we work with a lot of different companies, and some of those companies aren't close to the West Coast. Some of them are East
Oh.
Coast.
Yeah.
So a lot of our meetings, we have like morning meetings, meetings with different people, touch points with different brigades and different battalions.
Yeah.
So it would be more so like me sharing my calendar. Hey, can you take over this meeting, or can you sit in for this and then provide feedback when you're done?
Yeah.
So it's not, we don't really have a set battle rhythm. It's more of like an event calendar.
Right. So yeah. So it's a lot like what I do on a daily basis. I don't have a set thing that I do every day. I just go, I observe,
Mhm.
and I provide my input when I think it's needed or when I'm asked.
Yes.
And it's something different every day
Absolutely.
for real.
Yeah.
Like I never know what I'm gonna do when I get into work
Mhm.
in the morning.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You have a question?
You?
Jeff,
You got any
I
questions?
mean, I already told you what my ideas for innovations for the Army.
Mhm.
Number 1, make all barracks inspections happen during the duty hours.
Yeah.
Because the number of times I've gone to
That's innovations though?
that's a serious innovation because
he's going full barrett mode right now.
I have a lot of anger over this when I was in the Army because they always like to do it like during the chow hall hours.
Or on the weekend?
No, No, they would never do it on the weekend because
Oh.
that would cut into their time.
Oh,
But they were all, the higher ups are always good on doing, let's do a barracks inspection at 5 p.m. 1700 for
mhm.
those in the military. And it basically would last the entire time the child was open. Now, the way pay works, you get so much money per month, which they take out of your paycheck for going to the chow hall, whether you go there or not.
Yeah, no, they're changing it and they're coming up with some really great stuff.
Yeah.
They're allowing soldiers to use their cat card now, right?
Mhm.
But they're expanding it to different restaurants on post. So now
Yeah.
you're not tied to just the DFAC. You're gonna
Oh,
be
the
able to
Warrior
go.
Zone?
You're gonna be able to Warrior Zone, like Burger King, that's on post
Really?
that way, and use your ID card so that way that you're not just taking like your whole paycheck.
Yeah, but like I said, when I was in, it's a case of they would do barracks inspections at 5 o'clock. You know, when everyone's supposed to go to chow hall.
Supposed to go to PT, yeah.
And I missed so many meals because of that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Ah.
And the other thing is where they have the barracks a barracks needs to be a unit only,
Mhm.
and certain areas have to be that same unit because
Yeah.
the number of times I had to wash my roommate's dishes
Oh.
because he was a flight guy and I wasn't,
Mm.
and they were doing a freaking barracks
Oh,
inspection.
wow.
Can you
It's
change
case
that
of-
as a innovations? So I see
No,
there,
it-
Alexis.
it's a case of you should not be able to put someone from a different company in the same room.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem that came around when they were trying to get people off post because they weren't utilizing the barracks right.
Yeah.
It's
There's
a case of in any one barracks room, you just need to get rid of dual occupancy. Make all rooms single occupancy.
yeah. I really wish we had the
Because-
space for that. That would be great.
They could make a single occupancy room in the space of a double occupancy room.
Yeah.
It's a case of you can't really do an inspection with this guy's from this company and this
Mhm.
guy's from a completely different company in a different unit.
Yeah.
Which is what we were doing back before I got out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, cool. So if their unit does an inspection, this guy gets fucked over if his roommate's fucked up,
Mm-hmm.
and if their unit does an inspection, this guy's fucked over because this roommate's fucked up.
Absolutely.
It-
And luckily for the soldiers of Fort Wainwright, like the contracting part takes a very, very long time, but they did just put in brand new barracks buildings. They're phenomenal looking, right? And they're still working on making space, but as you know, as soon as it starts to get cold, you can't dig into the ground, and now things are halted. How do we get supplies up here?
But again,
The logistics of it, but
when I got
they're
here, we had 3,200,
yeah.
which was the newest barracks on the post. And I had to put people into 1004, which is fucking haunted. And
No comment.
it's
No comment.
the stories I've heard.
Oh no go.
But yeah, 1004 is like 1950s era, 40s era
Yeah.
building where you have, 3,200, you had 2 separate bedrooms, you had a kitchen, you had a bathroom.
Mhm.
1004, you have a room with 2 beds in it
Yeah.
and a bathroom down the hall.
Absolutely.
It's a case of the soldiers I put in 1004 probably were a little pissy
Yeah.
towards the ones in 3,200.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So till then, we have a podcast coming up at another brewery, right?
Yes, we do.
Right. That's
Humble
Humble
Roots.
Roots.
Yes,
When-
sir.
When is that? Do you know? that,
It's
or
going to
still in the
be
working?
well. No, so I believe he's going to be available the first or second week in August.
Okay.
Yes. So we're going to be at Humble Roots doing that podcast. But let's get back to Alexis real quick.
Okay.
Alexis,
Yes.
what is your MOS?
I'm an 89 Bravo ammunition specialist.
Oh, ammunitions.
Yes, ammunition.
Oh, okay. So prior to me switching over to become a warrant officer, I was at 27 Echo. 27 Echoes, we all went to AIT at Reston Arsenal, Alabama.
Yep.
Back in the day, there used to be 55 Romeos and 55 Bravos.
Bravo.
The 55 Bravos were the ammo, and the Romeos were the paper pushers, right? And so we were all together on Redstone. So your MOS came from the 55 series, right?
It did come from the 55 series.
Okay.
I was actually part of one of the last night shift classes that were held at Redstone.
At Redstone?
Yeah.
So how long have you been in?
About 16 years now.
Oh, really? Okay. Now, so do you now should we one day hopefully be calling you first sergeant, sergeant major, or what? You plan on staying in that long, or what?
We will see. I've got a lot of things I want to do, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Okay.
Ah! Sorry.
Okay. So are you? I mean, so 20, or you plan on sticking in longer than 20, or just depends on how things go?
Probably 20. I mean, for the past 16 years, I've moved every 3 to 4 years.
Yep.
And I'm just looking to stay in one place for a little while.
Where you guys now? So where you thinking your forever place is going to be?
Oh my gosh, either like Montana or Missouri.
Montana.
Yes.
You know, though, honestly, I could see that though, because so Alexis and I were Facebook friends as well, and so I follow a lot of your adventures
I do have a lot of adventures.
via your Facebook page, right? And so I think you guys were in Denali,
Yes.
and you guys were riding horses and
Yes.
stuff.
We went on a horse trip.
I'm like,
to Denali.
oh wait, I haven't even done that. That looks like it's some fun.
It's a lot of
I
fun.
want to do that. So it looks like it was some fun.
Yes. Denali Horseback Adventures.
Yeah.
They have a really great trail.
Now, so did you guys get on a horse, ride it out somewhere, camp overnight somewhere, and eat like pork and beans and sit around a campfire? How does that work?
No, not yet. It's more of it's like a day trip. It's not it's
Okay.
not a stay out there, but we're working towards that. We actually volunteer on the weekends at
Yep.
a horse ranch around town, and we go and we help out, and we're just trying our best to learn more about the life, so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
way when it's time to retire, like
Yeah.
we know what we're doing.
Okay, all right. Look here. Are there any more questions? We've got about 15 minutes to break down.
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead,
It
Brandon.
is not for her, it's for you.
Oh.
What's up, man? What's up?
When are we gonna do each one of us
Yeah, I was wondering that.
as a guest
Yeah, let me sit down
versus
on that one. I
host?
wanna
Like, I
ask
want to
questions.
interview you.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna be pretty quick,
What?
but I might have some interesting things. I'm just fucking with you, John. Let's all introduce.
Oh, no.
Like, we gotta do like
Yeah. You know what,
outside of the Humble Roots one, which we got
Yeah.
coming up.
Look,
We gotta make this happen.
let's do it. Okay. So Humble Roots.
We'll do Humble Roots and then we'll play
Well,
us.
or because we still have one more week in July, and I think he's not until the second week of July, August, right?
Right.
So in between now and then, if we can find a time to get together, let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be interesting.
Now, so do you want to?
I think this guy's gonna be the most interesting right here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. And so, do you want to
I'm
have
gonna
us
drill the
set
shit
somebody
out of
up?
him.
Like you
I'm
want to
gonna
have
drill
us
the
set
shit
up
out of
an
him.
interviewer for us, like Alexis
I'll be your
James?
guys' interviewer. I got this. I'll be
Okay,
your-
and so
That's how they.
okay, and so what we'll do is we'll let you come up with the questions, and we don't want to know.
Absolutely. Got it.
We don't
Yeah,
want
but
to
you
know
don't
what
wanna
you're
know
gonna
ahead of
ask.
time. You just gotta.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna ask
We
questions.
want you to just bam,
I like
hit us. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so hey, you guys, check this out. And yeah, this is our second season, and we have yet to go into our personal lives, like what's our whys. I guess you're gonna find out what our whys are, right?
Coming soon.
Coming soon. So you guys stay tuned for that. But on that note, Jeff, any more questions?
Yeah.
Jeff looks pissed.
Jeff is not
You're
pissed.
gonna have to talk a lot.
Yeah. Jeff is not pissed. Brandon, any more questions?
No, I'm good.
Alexis, are you good?
Yes, thank you guys for having me again. I'm
Okay, so
excited.
it was a pleasure having you. This has been a very insightful episode. Hopefully, you guys have learned something good. I want to thank Sergeant First Class James for her service and all the soldiers on Fort Wayne, all the soldiers across all the installations, Air Force, Eielson Air Force Base, J Bear, everywhere, Marines,
America.
What are my Navy guys? All my seamen, National Guard, Space Force. Thank you guys for your service. Thank you for allowing us to live the life that we live the life that we live. If it wasn't for your commitment and sacrifice,
You've done more.
we would not be here doing the things that we do now. So thank you guys
I didn't mean that back.
for all that you do. And on that note, you guys ready to get out of here?
We kind of have to.
It's all good.
I think we're out of time.
Okay,
Tilden.
so my name is Tilden,
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Brandon.
And I'm Alexis.
and this was 36 Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We are
It's 36. The
Peace.
podcast. 36.